Welcome back to the dimecomicbros podcast. I am one of your hosts, Colin, joined by Spencer.
There was a little bit of a delay there. Did you forget my name?
Because I forgot that Jacob was not here.
Yeah, he's not. I'm very sad.
Yeah, very sad, but that's okay. Because he'll be here next week.
Yeah.
And I possibly won't.
Interesting. Jacob's acting a little sussy-wussy, not showing up.
Sussy-wussy baka?
What is this, like, the third time in a year and a half he's missed something?
Yeah. I don't know how he's missing. I don't know where a ghost trails off to, but...
Who knows? I guess he had to have a conversation with Casper about something. I don't know. I heard rumors that they were moving in, but I don't know.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I think they're transplanting to be in the same haunted house, I think.
Nice. Good for him. You know, he really needs a roommate because he gets really lonely sometimes, you know?
He does.
And he just starts talking to himself, and then he keeps going, ooh, every time he, walks in and out of my room. Yeah,
and Casper is admittedly well known for being pretty friendly.
Yeah.
And Jacob needs that. He needs someone with cloud hands, you know? He needs the baby gloves.
Yeah.
Someone to be nice to him, you know?
Yeah, you know.
Why buy a comic that might cost more than a dime? Come meet the brothers who are here to waste your time.
So, normally, or as was spoken last week, we're supposed to be talking about Kraven's Last Hunt, which has been a long-running meme of this show.
My word.
That this is probably, the 8th time we've delayed doing it?
Yeah. And...
because we don't feel like doing it.
we're delaying it again!
Never gonna give you up, never gonna let you down.
Yeah, at some point it'll actually get done.
Because, honestly, it's fun. Actually, I'm reading it. I am reading it. Surprisingly enough, I am.
I know.
It's fun. I like it. It's weird. But
you're kind of conked out.
Halo Infinite Multiplayer just came out. That's all I've been playing.
Fair enough. I have been doing other stuff, but I've been doing a lot of that myself.
I'm trying to rank up.
The fact that I got to play a lot of the flights meant that I wasn't like, oh my gosh, it's out. It's like, oh, sweet. That means I can play it with people that I know instead of playing it with weirdos on the internet.
How do you, I don't understand how you, get the items, the battle,
What do you mean?
So, the season not season pass.
The battle pass, what about it?
Yeah, the battle pass. So, I bought the regular one where it's just, all these things that are locked, you can get them if you level up.
Yeah.
How do you level up faster? Or, how do you...
By completing challenges. And now, because they finally tweaked the admittedly really horrible progression system, whereas you get XP from finishing matches. Finally.
Oh, you do get XP?
Now it's 50.
Thank God.
It's 50. I think they're still tweaking that.
Okay.
It's a start of...
Because I've been purposely I've been purposely finishing matches just because I didn't know if that counted too.
No,
which is
one of the most basic problems with that system, but also just finishing challenges is how you get XP. And
at first, when I was doing this, I was playing this type of format in what's it called? Master Chief Collection. Yeah, the Master Chief Collection.
MCC, baby!
Yeah, MCC. I was like, this is so dumb, because I remember seeing that on Modern Warfare and fucking Fortnite, and I'm like, this is annoying. I hate this. But... It doesn't actually take that as long to get stuff.
No, it's not horrible.
It does feel like that for Infinite, though. I think they just need tweaking it.
There's a lot of problems with how the progression system works. We're not going to get into that.
Yeah, sure. I just want to talk about it a little bit, because breaking news.
It's very fun.
Yeah.
Yes. So, instead of discussing the main topic, we'll
be ranting about Halo Infinite.
Nope.
No.
Okay, fine.
Because that'll just turn into me doing story speculation, and that's gonna be a nightmare.
We're not doing that.
We're starting a whole other podcast. We're starting a whole other podcast for that.
Ugh, and I'm not a part of that.
No, because
I'm fine. Because
you're not an epic gamer enough.
No, I only care about Halo.
We should pull something out of our butts to just discuss for no reason.
That's very difficult because we discuss everything under the sun.
Oh yes, we do. Even the things that the sun doesn't see.
I remember last time that when Jacob and I were doing Rambles, we literally just did BuzzFeed quizzes.
I remember that. That was really funny. Hold on, let me see if I can find something.
Yeah, let's do something.
Oh my goodness.
Day 2.
We can describe you in just 2 words based on the modern baby names you like. What?
Let's do...
Sir, what?
Day 3.
87% of the world's population can name the Marvel character by their famous alias. Are you part of the smart majority? Oh my gosh, I want to die.
Do it.
Who is Iron Man? Yes, definitely Tony Baloney, obviously. Spider-Man is Peter Man,
Yeah,
right?
Yeah, Peter.
I'm literally getting all of these right. Like, what is this nonsense? I just hate MCU content on the internet because it's so, like, just normie click.
Oh, yeah,
crap.
I got the same quiz. I'm going to do it, too.
Oh, gosh. It's literally just...
Let's start off easy. Who is Iron Man? Tony Stank, of course.
Yeah, these are all really freaking easy.
Yeah, who's Spider-Man? Peter Piper picked a peck of pimple peppers.
You just did that with, like, no hesitation. Holy crap.
Yeah, dude.
That's impressive.
I'm a writer boy, you know? Who is Capamarca? His name is Stephen Strange. Who is Doctor Strange? Of course, Steve Rogers.
Wow, I got 10 out of 10.
Stranger Danger? Stinky Steve?
What the fuck? That's so weird.
Who is Hulk? Bruce Wayne. Of course.
Obviously, everyone knows that.
What is Hawkeye's real name? Clint Eastwood. Duh.
Day 4.
10 out of 10.
Very important question for you, my good sir.
Mm-hmm.
Have you checked out the Cowboy Bebop adaptation yet? It is actually out now.
Not yet. I was going to today, but I actually saw like 2 people, just like, you know, regular fans. They watched it and like, holy shit, this is just a CW show. And and finally someone described it perfectly of how I feel like it looks. Someone said it looks like the most expensive cheap thing I've ever seen. It looks expensive cheap.
I suppose. I can kind of understand that.
And I'm probably gonna watch it tomorrow.
Wow.
Not tonight because we're busy.
We are busy. Oh,
with Halo
yeah.
multiplayer.
I thought we were having sex tonight.
I mean, we can do that too.
We can't do both at the same time.
Yeah, we can.
Dude, we're not that coordinated.
Yeah, we can.
Doing the sex is already hard enough.
No. It's just, I'll play the video games. You.
Oh yeah.
Why do you and I have such a hard time with like coming up with something to do? And Jacob and I are just
so,
like.
I have no idea. It's probably because we just talk enough anyway, so the randomness isn't surprising.
No.
Well, something that was actually kind of surprising was the fact that there's a 9th episode of Star Wars Visions, which we should probably talk about.
I was wondering why that wasn't in there.
In where?
In the news.
Because I didn't send anything this week.
No, you didn't. Why?
Because that's next week.
No, I know. It doesn't have to be the news. You send something, be like, hey, this is what we're doing.
It's a reminder of the one television show we're watching.
And
I'm not your literal father. I don't need to...
You are my literal manager.
I'm not your secretary.
Yes, you are.
No, I'm not.
You are our secretary.
Colin, I believe...
Andrew, you're my secretary.
Bro, you already watched Visions like 2 months ago. So you don't need the reminder. You jackass. So, episode 9, or the 9th short, was...
Wait, what if I do this?
Please don't.
Look at it, it's spiked.
I want to kill you.
The 9th episode kind of reminded me of one of the art styles used in Batman Gotham Knight.
Yes!
With the art style of the one we got, Fat Man.
Yes. Yeah, so it was Akakira, which was... I didn't even realize that that this was a thing. I remember when we had been watching the trailers and whatever, ages ago. It was like, I didn't see any footage from this that I can remember. But
no, me neither. I like it a lot.
There was some stuff which I thought was really out of place. Like the Sith was so weird.
Yeah, that
I didn't like. But I liked it felt kind of like this is like Obi-Wan fan fiction.
Yeah.
A little bit. I liked that. I like how this batch of shorts ended on a downer. That's just kind of neat, I guess. I don't know. The animation was kind of weird, and I can't put my finger on why. I really have no idea.
Well, it's because they're like skinny and pointy.
I don't mind that,
and blocky.
Though.
Oh, so you're saying you didn't really like it?
No, not really. It wasn't like atrocious. It was just like, yeah, I don't really want it.
I thought it was okay.
Like, it's fine. The lightsabers look really cool. That's been my constant
I can't remember what the lightsabers look like, but...
It's just... pretty much every single one of these nails lightsabers in a different way.
Yeah.
And I like that.
I
Including the giant mega lightsaber. Shut up.
Shut up! It did not.
Yes.
You are honestly the dumbest person I know
I
for
know.
liking that.
That's why you like me.
Shut up. No,
Shut
but
up.
like
I
I
make
think
you
my
feel smart.
favorite. No, I think my favorite lightsaber was the Bride one. It was like that
Yes.
weird yellow katana, but also like it opened up too.
That was so cool.
if I remember it correctly.
Yes. That's really it, honestly. It was like fine,
Yeah.
but that was just about it. So that is over. You know what show we get to start talking about next week?
Inappropriate name for Hawkeye.
Yes.
Inappropriate name.
Yes.
Going deaf boy and his teenage sidekick who is being...
So he's only going deaf in this, right? He hasn't been deaf in
yes,
any of the
it
other
looks like
movies,
in
right?
because in if I don't, it's been a little bit since I've read the Matt Fraction run in particular, which this is being loosely based off of. I think Clint's always been deaf in the comics. It just was a retcon at the time, but it looks like it's like progressive like deafness. Like it's
Okay.
just he's getting old.
Was that
and
was
he's-
that ever shown to us in the movies?
nope.
'Cause I can't remember.
I think they're just adapting something that was in the comics, and they're
That's
like, how
cool.
can we make this make a little bit more sense? Be like, well, yeah, he has been doing a butt ton of stuff and hearing guns go off in close quarters for God knows how long, and he's getting old. You know.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys, but
Not to make
he
it,
does go.
and don't make it a big deal.
No, it's just like, oh, that's cool. Whatever.
Yeah, it's
That's
just like,
nice.
oh, this sucks.
But the real question is, did you know that Jeremy Renner is actually in a band?
Yes.
Why are you so exacerbated? I didn't. Most people don't
You
know.
didn't know?
No, I know that. But the thing is, does that band exist in the MCU?
That would be funny.
And if it does,
Does Star Wars exist in the MCU?
yes, because it's referenced a lot.
Okay, then
Yes,
yes. Why?
know.
Nick Fury.
but
But why?
is
Inappropriate name.
a fan of Jeremy Renner's
No,
band?
he'd hate it. I
Probably.
think he'd hate it.
Probably.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to discussing that next week because we get the first 2 episodes and it's only 6 episodes.
Okay.
So that'd be fun.
We
And
get
then
the
right
first
after
two?
yes,
Weird.
and then after that we have Book of Booby Fett.
Love that.
I'm very excited for that. Anywho, Colin, you, Mr. Colin,
Yeah, sure.
have you been doing anything this week?
I finally
that you would like
finished-
to share with me.
No.
Oh.
Fuck you.
Okay.
But yes, I will share with the audience. So close your ears, close your eyes, and bend over. So Batman, Creature of the Night, the boy who loves Batman. So I saw this and I looked at it, and I thought I was like, oh, cool, Batman. Maybe it's going to be darker, edgier, like just Batman. And then I flipped through the pages and I'm like, what's going on? And so I read the back, and the back says, Bruce Wainwright was a happy 9-year-old obsessed with Batman comics, imagining what it must be like to be the Dark Knight. His world crumbles when his parents are killed in a robbery gone wrong. Orphaned, he is sent to a private boarding school where he broods. He thirsts for vengeance and has no outlet, not in a world that lacks superheroes. Bruce desperately wishes for a Batman to bestow vengeance on those cowardly criminals, and sometimes wishes come true. A bat-like creature finds his parents' killers, beginning the most unimaginable odyssey of all. Bruce is shocked as the dark angel of justice follows him through the years, and he takes comfort that something is dealing with the criminals even as he thirsts for understanding. Who is this benefactor? Is he a force for good or something else? Bruce's repressed anger, bottled up since childhood, may erupt and destroy not only him but also the good people of Boston. A study in
Psychology?
a study in psychological obsession and a tale of a lost little boy. This is also a thriller as the bat-shaped creature stalks the guilty, meting out rough justice, the kind that Spencer likes.
I do not mind rough justice.
I do not mind.
I am a big fan of justice.
So this,
It sounds really bizarre.
you
Tell
said
me.
you read it, right?
Nope.
You
I've seen the cover, but
lying
that's it.
sack of shit. So
I am definitely a liar. I am not a sack of shit, thank you very much. I went to the
so-
bathroom recently. Fuck
nice,
you.
cool, whatever. So this story was really good in how it presented its characters. If I remember right, it's like only like 4 actual issues where we start out with The first issue is called I Shall Become a Bat, where we're introduced to Wainwright and what happens, and then finally the Bat creature, and how he's dealing with his parents' death. Then we go into book 2, which is the Boy Wonder, which is what people are calling him for the amount of money that he was inherited by his parents, because they weren't like poor, but they weren't rich either. It's just he made something of that money.
Right.
And what's really cool about this story is that it keeps doing that with the titles, where it just takes stuff from the Batman. Like the next one after that is the Dark Knight.
Whoa.
The story is narrated between two characters, Bruce Wainwright, which is written in blue and print, and the second narrator is his uncle Alfred. It's his name is something else, but it's like the beginnings of two names that he has. It's like something and Fred. Bruce, as a kid, would put those together and just called him Alfred because he was so obsessed with Batman. And his parents were literally named Tom. Or no, not his parents were named Thomas and Martha. I think his mom was named Martha. But
Why did you say that name?
shut up.
No.
And then once we get to meet this other character named Robin, her
it's a girl.
narrative.
It's a girl.
Yes.
Oh.
Her narrative begins as well as becoming a secretary for Bruce Wayne, or Bruce Wainwright. So it's mainly the two narratives, and it's nice, where Alfred's is also yellow and cursive, and hers, Alfred, is yellow in print. It's a psychological thriller because it's supernatural, but it's also, there's times where it feels like this isn't real and it's all in his head, but how the people react to this creature and what happens, it's like the thing is real and it's not him dealing out this stuff. Really good. Artwork is fantastic. Well, that's what really hooked me. It's kind of like, it reminds me of the art from 2014 Moon Knight. So that really caught my eye, and it was very consistent with that, with the darker tones, and this takes place during the 60s, so we get more things that are talked about during that time era, like the slurs and how people hate them.
I thought you were going to lead with women not being allowed to vote, but you just...
Oh, they literally don't even care. I don't think they talked about that at all in this.
Wow.
But they talked about psychological horror and how... Bruce meets with a college professor where she is where she teaches about it's like this weird... I forget what it's called, but it's the mixing of psychology and folklore, or kind of like a horror, but not really. It's just like the supernatural and psychology.
Spooky.
And which is actually really well done, because this helps introduce like what this creature is, and how this creature is attached to Bruce. Like, why is he attached to this character? Because he's always, there's times where like they meet up and all the creature does, says to him is,
meet up.
safe, Bruce, safe. Don't be like that, that's annoying.
But you like it when I'm bratty.
I hate brats. I hate that.
I think we all do. I think that's the point.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty sure.
But I don't want to do anything with a brat.
No.
No, I'm not that guy. Anyway, their bond, like, why is it there? How is it there? And it has to do with something in that happened when he was born.
Whoa.
And
he's actually a demon baby.
No, but very close.
Ooh, he's an angel baby.
Very not close.
Damn.
But it ends off in
demon angel baby.
No, shut up. Shut your whore mouth. But it does end on a very nice note, where he is learning to cope with his problems, and he sees a therapist.
Ooh, is her name Leslie?
No.
Damn it.
No, they don't do that.
But he's just
I think his girlfriend's name is Leslie.
that's a little weird. But he's just huffing lots of copium, just.
Yeah, dude. It's a really good book. I give it a 7 out of 10.
I thought you liked doing rankings out of 7. Where'd that go? Who are you and where is Colin?
Okay, fine. It's a 5 out of 7.
Nice.
Yeah.
Now let me take a look at it. Ooh.
Art's nice, huh?
Different. I like the
And then it adds, I forgot to mention that it also adds like old comic book art in it when it's like these like dreams or visions or just like night terrors or what have you. But yeah, the coloring's so nice. Like the Batman, that's what it is.
he's a bit spooky.
Yeah, he's very spooky.
Bit spooky, and he's got them red eyes.
And he's got like a dog mouth.
I've got a bunch of different accents going on here.
Scotland. That's the only way I can do a Scottish accent is to go Scotland.
Yeah.
I don't know how to do one.
That's fair.
Scotland.
I don't know how to do Scottish
for Scotland.
I don't know how to do Scottish people either. Never really been able to figure that one out.
Oh, you don't know how to. It's not that hard. Just pulling the hair.
I guess it makes sense.
Yeah, throw him around a bit and pass him a beer. Anyway, for Scotland.
So I read Batman the World, which is a like compilation type book.
I saw that, and the art looks like it is the same as Damned.
That's the American one, so that's what it is. It's a compilation of artists, of creative teams from different countries. So there's 14 chapters. It just came out this year. It was kind of like it was a big deal and stuff. And then each country you can buy it in, it has like its own exclusive design that was done by that country's team, which I thought was kind of cool. And then the North American one is done by Lieber Mayho, who is. Yes. So the ones that I really liked was the United States one, obviously. Some of these are tied to previous continuity. Some of them are a whole new thing. Some of them you can't really tell. It's just Batman. So the one in the United States is really pretentious. It's very fun. It's Brian Azzarello and Lieber Mayho being pretentious and talking about how bad Gotham is and stuff.
Of course.
Obviously, the art is fucking amazing. There's one in France, which is basically Batman going on a vacation. Like, Alfred's like, no suit, go on vacation. And then he just, like, hits on chicks and, like, goes surfing and gets fat. It's really cartoony.
Gets
and it's
fat?
really... Yeah, he's just, like, vibing.
Huh.
He just forgets to work out. He eats a bunch of donuts. It's so silly, but it was really funny. I put a note down for the one in Spain, but I do not remember what it was about at all.
What's the note?
I literally just put Spain. I don't remember what the hell it meant.
That must have not been
And
much.
then there was one from Japan, which was a manga, which I thought was really cool.
Ooh.
It was in color, if I remember correctly. I read this a while ago.
It was in color?
I believe it was in color.
Ugh.
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 It was cool, though.
Not a manga.
On the whole, I thought it was a really nice concept and execution. It's just some of them just really weren't up my alley. There's a couple of them that involve some weird magic stuff. And it's, like, cool that they're trying to incorporate, like, kind of like region-specific legends and whatnot. It just didn't really work that well for me.
Understandable.
Have you been doing anything other than your one very lovely book this period, my good sir?
No. Honestly, I think I'm going to rewatch The Mandalorian again.
Yeah, I'm
Play with my
gonna do that
Legos
too.
while I do that.
Nice. So, if you, Colin boy, if you were gonna become one of the Super Sons and like take their place, would you rather be Bruce Wayne's son, or would you rather be Clark Kent's son?
That's so difficult.
Who would you rather have be your dad? Not your daddy, but your actual dad.
Because first, I would hate to be Damien, because Damien's so annoying sometimes.
I'm not saying you
But
become
then
them.
if I become Superman's son, I'd be gay.
Is that the only point you have, or like...
No, that was a joke. So, I feel like Superman, if I was the son of Superman, I'd have his powers, right? Obviously. Yes. So I'd be...
I meant more so who would you want to parent you, but...
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, but this all entails. So I'd have, like, Superman's powers, be half human.
If you're a Batman son, you'd just be a... Comes with the territory.
So I'd be just me. I'd just be me.
True.
But I'd have money. I'd have my own motorcycle, probably. I'd be driving the Batmobile, and I'd be a Robin. I'd be Batman's son, because honestly, I would love to be Robin. It'd be awesome to have those powers and stuff, but like, I mean, come on.
See,
I would love to be Robin.
I get it, because Robin is great. But also, as much as Batman...
I'm such a Robin.
You kind of are. As much as Batman has kind of matured in modern day quite a lot, which I'm really, really enjoying reading, it's fucking Superman. Like...
I know, that's what I was thinking.
Because he's been on those dad vibes for like 15 years in the comics now, outside of the New 52 stuff. Like, it's great. And that's partially because they're trying to make... Jonathan Kent is a really big focus of the Superman mythos now, which is wonderful.
Yeah, because he is Superman now.
It's freaking great. But it just... he's one... I don't know. He's like mildly, just a little overprotective. He would be the guy... He would go purchase condoms for you, give them to you, and go, here, I don't care what you're doing, just don't be stupid. That would be that. It would be awkward, but it would be mildly wholesome.
Batman would be the same way, except have Alfred give you the
Yeah,
condoms.
exactly. Alfred would have to carry them in on a silver platter. They're $300 custom fit, like...
Custom fit! See, that's why I'd be Batman's kid, because, like, custom fit? Yeah, please.
Really?
Yeah, so I wouldn't have to choose which sons to get and figure it out. No trial and error.
But Lois Lane gets to be your mom.
That would make me uncomfortable.
I guess. Yeah, you're not wrong.
Like, why would you want her to be, like, your actual mom?
Because she's, like, smart and sassy and crap.
No.
She's, like, wicked cool.
I would want to have no mom.
Dude, she, like, holds down...
I'd have Alfred.
Alfred's dead, but okay.
Okay, I would have Alfred, but also I'd have my older brothers, Tim.
Yeah, they all hate you.
Dick.
Yeah.
Who says... No, they don't hate me.
They'll hate each other.
No,
They're always getting into fights.
Doesn't mean you hate them. Okay, sorry that you didn't grow up with an older brother.
Wow. You just went there?
I did go there.
So personal.
You don't understand.
Okay.
You fight.
But I have the rest of you jackasses.
Ah, that's true. But do you hate me?
Yeah.
I hate you too.
How many times do I say it? Like,
tell me you love
hour.
me, like, all the time.
Okay, but I also
in so
tell
many
you
ways.
I hate you.
Exactly, so you just told me you love me.
No. Gosh.
So you
really, really do want the custom fit, expensive
So
condoms.
you would be Superman's kid.
Yeah, why not?
That makes sense. That's
like,
just
it'd
us.
be fun. It'd be like, yeah, let's just go flying and shit. And it'd
I
be
could
like
go flying in a Batwing. I could go fly too.
But I could just kill you
Or a
by like,
backpack.
looking at you.
So I could kill you by just throwing a rock at you. So
you have to be fast enough to do that.
You just have to be smart enough and use your emotions against you.
Yeah, but if you're a Robin, you're an emotionally stunted child.
That's not true. You're just a child forever.
Yeah, pretty much. Damien is, I think he's 16 now.
He's 17 now, I think.
Is he 17?
I think so.
I'm about to pick up the
I hope his hair
ongoing.
doesn't look that shitty anymore.
I actually like what they're doing with it. I also
It's like
kind
this.
of... It's not that bad. I actually
used to
really
be
like...
so bad if it's not that.
Yeah,
still.
I really like his new suit. There's one thing on it I don't like, and that's like the green mask. But I actually like how
it's green. It's green mask with like black and red everywhere.
It's black and red. It's black and like a light red. So it's not. It doesn't look like Red Robin colors. I like it. It's cool. It's also got gray on it, which is very new.
But if I was a Robin,
you'd wear purple.
No.
Yeah, you would.
I'd be red still.
You would just be stealing Spoiler's outfit because it looks cute on you.
No.
Yeah, you would.
No! I would wear... I would... Even though it's not the same universe, of course, it would be... I'd still do Robin from Zack Snyder's. That's like my favorite Robin suit.
Well, I guess.
I would do that one. Because, dude, I get so hot so easily. True. I need to have those shorts.
You gotta have the thighs out.
I do. I literally do.
I get it.
I'd probably be that Robin, for sure. And
I'd
be dead, thank God.
Also true. Oh, boy.
That's a pretty good question.
That was one of my better ones, admittedly. I had actually thought about it ahead of time. Something I very much so enjoyed. I read The Joker Volume 1, so it's the first 6 issues of... I think it's going to be about 20 issues. I don't remember how long it's going to be. But it's the first 6 issues of a current Joker ongoing. So it spins out of Joker War and freaking Infinite Frontier. So Joker is running away from Gotham and doing crime shenanigans, and Joker is the driver of the plot, but this is a Jim Gordon story, and it's fucking awesome. Because we don't get a lot of Jim Gordon stuff. We had a lot of him doing stuff in New 52, which was kind of not controversial. People had mixed
He became
reception.
Batman, didn't he?
I didn't mind it. It was weird, but I didn't mind it.
But, like, from the images that I see, he just doesn't seem like Jim Gordon, which is weird.
It did look a little weird. It worked when it was the mech suit. It was just when he just had the bodysuit, it was really weird. Anywho.
I need to read that. That's a part of that line, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, is the, like, middle third, I think, roughly. Anywho, I really like this. So it's only the first bit. It's, like, the first act. But Jim is no longer working for the PD. He has been asked by unknown peoples to go hunt down Joker and kill him, quite literally.
Oh, I think I saw something about that, yeah.
Yeah, because everyone thought, and it was presented in the Batman line, that Joker just bombed the ever-living shit out of Arkham Asylum and, like, killed almost everyone, including Bane, a whole bunch of other stuff. Turns out he didn't do it. He's actually being framed for it.
But someone did do that.
Yes.
So a bunch of villains are dead?
Yes.
Like, from main continuity?
Yes.
Forever?
They didn't take, okay, here's the list, certain ones went missing, Bane's dead, like, Bane's, like, whole ass dead.
That could be fine, that's okay.
Yeah, but this is about Jim coming to terms with the fact that he doesn't agree with Batman, but he also doesn't know what he believes. Basically, so Jim has always operated under this whole... There's a really good line of dialogue that summed it up. The basic premise is that Jim knows that he is not a good man. And he knows that. With all the stuff he's had to do...
Even though he wants to be one, he's not.
Yes, but he knows that just because you aren't good, that doesn't mean you can't fight evil. Mm-hmm. Because he knows that evil exists. Like, when he first came to Gotham, he didn't get it. And, all the cops are like, you'll see some crap that'll, like, permanently fuck you up. It'll be, like, something you will always see it in your sleep. There will be that one thing. And for one of the cops, like, a cannibal was, like, eating someone, and he, like, offered him, like, a piece of meat when he, like, busted the door in. And that stuck with him. And for James, it was Joker. Because, of course. Mm-hmm. And he has then made it his, honestly, Joker makes a better enemy for Gordon than he does for Batman.
Yeah.
Sue me. It's just because after a certain point during effectively like the year one area,
Joker definitely does feel like a detective's villain. And Batman's a detective, but like he's super detective. Because
that's a part of this thing is because Jim only now after decades understands how he works. Mm-hmm. You can't track down the Joker until he does something. When he's not because he doesn't act like a serial killer. Mm-hmm. There are no specific. It's just the way that he operates. You can't really track. It's really cool. Mm-hmm. They get into that. We have some flashbacks to effectively year one period of time. The art style changes and it looks really similar to David Mazzucchelli's art, and that was fucking awesome. Cool. Like Jim missing his own wedding anniversary because he was trying to keep an eye on the Joker. And we get a new crime family who are cannibals, which is fun. I don't know where that's going yet. And it turns out that the people that were trying to hire Jim is the court, because the Joker fucked with the court, and you don't fuck around with owls. Yeah. It's just a whole bunch of stuff. And this is only the beginning. It's really cool. Joker and Jim meet like 2 issues in. Jim's like, oh crap, he's like right in front of my face. He pulls a gun on him. Joker's like, okay, you're not going to do it, I know, because you're a bitch. Now we need to talk about other stuff. It goes into a lot of stuff.
What's this called?
It's just the Joker.
And it's the first issue?
No, this is the first 6.
It's
the collected edition. It was written by James Tynion IV. Art by Gilliam March, who was working on the Batman line before Jimenez took over, who's the one who was doing it up until about 5 minutes ago. Anyways, it's really good. This is going to be going on until like April of next year, and then that wraps up James Tynion's time at DC. It's really, really good. I like how it's expanding on that mythos, and it's digging into the fact of, like, Gordon's really fucked up from all of this stuff. Mm-hmm. Like, he's trying,
rightfully
obviously.
So.
But, like, yeah, like, he's permanently scarred from all these things. And even Joker knows it. He's like, you do... The time where I hit you the worst, and I, like, did god-awful things to your daughter and then beat the shit out of you and, like, all that stuff, you still told Batman to take me in by the books. And it's so freaking interesting to watch how they play back and forth. Joker is simultaneously really gross and, like, weird, because that's what Jim sees when he closes his eyes. He can hear him laughing, like, all the fucking time. And that makes sense. And it's cool and creepy. And he talks to Babs, and Babs is like, so you're not going to tell Batman that you're actually going to kill Joker, right? And he's like, I don't know yet.
I don't know
It's
yet.
so, it's really interesting. I don't actually know where they're going. For once, I'm interested in what the whole mystery is entailing. Also involves some people making what looks to be a new Bane, but it's a woman.
Of course.
Yes. It's
Let's
just,
hope
it's,
I just hope it's good.
so far so good.
It's good.
Yeah. That
This is part of the main continuity?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yes, sir.
That's cool. I
It
like
is.
that.
Yeah, Batman's broke now. It's fun. Meaning he's not stupidly rich. He's just kind of rich. And Babs has got.
Where do I
like,
start with that line?
What do you mean?
Where he's broke.
So just start reading James Tynan's run. I
Which is-
have all the books.
Which is what?
Start with their Dark Designs.
Their Dark Designs.
Their Dark Designs.
Okay,
and
go bring me the first one next time.
yeah, so it's their Dark Designs, Joker War.
Actually, no, not yet. I want to
You-
finish Immortal Hulk
Nice.
and Headlopper.
Yeah, it's their Dark Designs, which picks up right at the end of Tom King's run, which was cut short. So it's like in the wake of Alfred's death. And that's why Damien's not around for any of this. Because Damien is getting sent off to go to basically rehab, which he gets his own book for, which I'm very much looking forward to reading. like I already said.
When does Joker die? I mean, Alfred?
That's City of Bane, which was kind of like Nightfall 2.0, which was,
Was
it was
that
actually...
Rebirth?
Yes, it was at the end of Rebirth.
I don't want to read that.
I've been revisiting some of Tom King's run, and some of it is really good. Some of it is very bad, but there's some really cool stuff there. Anyways, so it's James Tynion took over on. It's technically Rebirth, like the collected edition, volume 14, but it's redone as volume 1 because it's a new creative team. Their Dark Designs, Joker War, Ghost Stories, The Cowardly Lot, and then we have Fear State, and then that is the end of that run. The last issue came out last week, and we have the new creative team taking over next month. So I want all of this to be expedited and put in an omnibus, because honestly, I've really enjoyed it. Like, some of it is not as either emotionally or politically complex. It's got plenty of it in there, but it's not like Tom King has very lofty aspirations, and that ends up being his downfall a lot. It's just some of it he just wasn't really, he didn't quite know where his limits were. But James Tynion knows what he's good at, and the artists that he's teamed up with have done some like the best Batman work I've seen since friggin' Scott Snyder and Greg Capullo. It's been like a decade.
Huh, okay.
It's fucking amazing, and it's only it's a good chunk of it's like 40 issues or whatever.
Yeah.
I want it in an omnibus. It would make one of those nice like thin ones, not like a big chonker. You know.
I do like the thinner omnibuses.
Yeah, not like the really tiny ones.
The
but
ones are like
the,
that are like...
like that big.
That's
like-
not
like-
thin.
Thinner. Most omnibuses are about this fucking big.
No, they're not. That's a compendium.
No, because compendiums are the same size, but they're paperback. They have a different name. but
Dude,
it's not the same
omnibuses
thing.
are not that big.
Dude, I have like 8 of them on my shelf.
No, because I have omnibuses too. Those are omnibuses.
The Berserk ones? Yeah.
No, Berserk, yes. But those ones are omnibuses too.
Well, it depends.
They are omnibuses.
See, that is the thing that I don't like, is that everyone does, all the different publishers use those terms a little differently. Because then you get like the Hellboy omnibuses,
Yes.
which are like,
Omnibuses.
yes, but they're just large trades, like in size.
That's what an omnibus is, isn't it?
No.
What's an omnibus to you then?
Generally speaking, it's a hardcover. It usually encompasses a whole run or a whole like section, and sometimes you need multiple of it or whatever. It's, Batman by Scott Snyder and Greg Capullo, Volume 1. There's 2 of them in total for the whole run. There's 2 books like this fucking big. They're like 4 inches wide.
I don't like that.
They're harder to read, but oh my gosh, having them in one spot is very hot.
Well, yeah, I
Nice.
bet. Like,
Instead of having to pull out 80 different trades and half of them don't match each other and whatever.
I hate the smaller trades, but I do like the Headlopper. Those are technically
Those are also omnibuses. Yeah, when it's like
omnibuses. I like that. That size of omnibus is like my favorite.
I think just Dark Horse and Image do that a lot with their books, and I like that. Fables, which is fucking amazing. They have compendiums that are like about 3 inches thick. They're all paperback.
Yeah, the only one I have that's thick is Invincible.
Yeah,
I haven't cracked into that yet.
Big ones, and there's like 18 of them or whatever.
There's 3.
It's only 3. That was way more than that.
No, there's like 18 small trades.
Something like I might be thinking of The Walking Dead.
Like,
I don't know because they're always on
you're
they're on the
thinking
same shelf. Anywho, really enjoyed this so far. I do. It's like, gosh, can we get away from doing a certain generic Batman stuff? And it's like, well, they're doing the generic stuff, but like really well, and they're also developing it, but just on the surface, it looks like casual stuff. Mm-hmm. But like, it's not.
Yeah, like the Nightwing.
Gotham.
Dude, that Nightwing run,
Yeah.
all of like the covers they go together.
They're so good.
They go together. Mm-hmm. Like it's one image, and
Yeah.
it just keeps going. It's a
Very, very nice.
yeah, it's a panoramic.
It's very just
Sexy.
quite.
Oh, cheesecake.
I don't like cheesecake.
What?
It makes me feel sick.
What?
Not always like sick, but like the sheer density of like how it's so gross.
What?
Dude, it's like eating like literal shit. Like how many?
Dude, I love eating literal shit. So I love cheesecake.
Like one bite of cheesecake is like 100 calories. It's insane.
Oh my gosh, you sound awful. You sound like you hate your life and you hate yourself, which is all true.
Yes.
But like it's pronounced even more when you're like, the sheer density and the calories, bro. Like,
yeah,
what
it's
is
calories of literal dog shit for you.
Yeah.
And you're eating your entire day's worth of food in about 5 bites. It's freaking nuts.
Let's eat more food.
No.
Yeah, dude.
No.
Yeah, bro.
I did that for most of my life. It didn't turn out well for me. I'm still having to fix that problem. It's kind of a pain in the butt.
I know.
Cheesecake is kind of gross. I've had good
Shut
cheesecake
up.
in my
Cheesecake
life,
is
but on
so
the
good.
whole, it's usually like...
Dude, sometimes there's this gluten-free, dairy-free cheesecake I've had, like homemade. The homemade stuff's fucking good. Don't get the boxes.
No.
I do like cheesecake from stores, but
sometimes it's not horrible. It's just
I like the ones that are like it's different flavors, like the chocolate,
that's what most
like
people get. Like it's partially mentally and partially the taste buds. Some of it's like this is killing me, and then tasting is like that's not even that good. So if I'm gonna kill myself in terms of food, it better be fucking great, and that stuff just isn't.
Okay, PSA for all of our nerd listeners. You need to hear this because I know you do.
Shower daily, wash everything thoroughly, and wear deodorant.
Letting the shower trickle down your butt crack is not washing your butt crack.
That is correct.
You need to wash your feet in between your toes, and you need to scrub that butthole, okay, and that crack.
True.
Okay, please, because that is disgusting, and you don't need streaks constantly in your underwear. It's understandable sometimes to get streaks in your underwear, but that's when it's swamp ass or it's almost impossible to find a toilet.
Fair. I feel like you're projecting right now.
Yeah, I am.
You had a good PSA there for a second, and then it got a little off the handle.
But
you're not wrong.
That's how we live life, okay? You gotta live
life dangerously.
It's
called going commando.
I used to do that a lot as a kid.
Really?
Just
Why?
because there's no, like, everyone always took it as, like, a weird, like, sexual thing.
Why
for
the
some
hell
reason.
were you talking about it?
What?
Why were you talking about
wasn't.
it? Why would people know about it?
I think I did say a couple times just because I was out of underwear. And then sometimes I just did it because I was bored. And I was just like...
What the fuck?
I just wanted to know what it felt like to go around without underwear. And it was uncomfortable. And so I stopped.
Yeah, and now as an adult, it's like life-threateningly dangerous to my nutsack.
Yes. And I used to accidentally... I used to accidentally wear my pants on backwards as a kid.
What?
It's because they were just like slip-on like pants that looked like regular nice jeans or whatever.
That makes sense. And now you literally can't. You're just too big of a dumper. It's not gonna fit. It's not going to fit,
It's
right?
not going to fit. I got too big of a dumper.
Yeah.
That big old dumpy. Ooh, yeah.
Don't make that noise again. That was weird.
Ooh, yeah.
Why are you into your own butt?
Oh, what?
Sir, you're making me very uncomfortable.
I hate you.
I don't think there's much else, honestly.
That
was kind of all the bases we had to cover. Admittedly, probably won't have to edit much out of that conversation.
No.
Not too many rabbit trails. So next week, hopefully there'll be all three of us, but it'll definitely be me and Jacob.
Mm-hmm.
We will be discussing. Oh, dude, if you miss out on getting to talk about the Moon Knight trailer, you will cry.
I will cry. I hope I don't.
We'll let you have an addendum next week.
I'll just record something and I'll send it to Jacob or whoever's editing it, and you'll just put that in. It's gonna be a little tangent of me going.
No, it'll just be you going.
Wait, here's a little bit for someone just in case. Oh, Moon Knight! I can't wait. So good.
So next week we'll be discussing the news. We're gonna start talking about Marvel's Hawkeye, which is gonna be fun. Wait, what?
Huh?
No, I'm not into Jeremy Renner. Not really.
Yeah.
I mean, he's aged fairly well for being like mid-50s.
Yeah,
but he's not like.
No, he's not that attractive.
No.
She's trying to make a joke.
No, I'm just saying. Now Haley Steinfeld though, that's a different story.
She looks like she's in a porno.
What?
I don't know what it is.
We'll talk about that next week.
Okay.
Save that for when Jacob's around.
Okay.
Because then he will need a bonk
Yes.
before November's over.
Yes.
So thanks to all of our patrons for listening to whatever the hell this was, as well as, being cool. It's on patreon.com/dimecomicbros. We have 3 patrons at the $5 tier. We have Business Casual, Jeff Lawrence, and Wesley Eaton. Business Casual gives us $10, even though they really don't need to, and there isn't even a $10 tier. I don't understand why. But they...
Simp.
Yeah, seriously. They keep the lights on, food in the belly, and for the exclusive additional podcast segment, which is short, but it is still a podcast, Dime Comic Bros Happy Hour, they put warm alcohol in the belly. Except not actually warm alcohol because we're not in the fucking UK. It's metaphorical, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it warms the heart and the tum-tum.
Yeah.
Which you can listen to if you do pay us money. At any level. Anything over $1. You now have access to unlimited, well, not really unlimited, but lots of clips of weird stuff, us talking about it. It's a lot of balls. It's a lot of balls.
It's a lot of balls to the walls.
Yeah. Might have to cut that and use it. Or not.
Nope.
As well as getting shouted out, obviously, getting to listen to episodes a few days early, all sorts of fun shenanigans. Thank you to Jetpack Comics and Games in downtown Rochester, New Hampshire for partnering with us. They're great. We're married. Thank you for listening to all of the other idiots. Feel free to follow us on social media for news, updates, memes, gags, and random shit. Because I have no life, and I like taking it out on Twitter. Send us an email at dimecomicbros@gmail.com. Visit our website that I built because I was bored at dimecomicbros.com. That's it. Thanks for listening. You guys are great. Colin is trying not to give me a death glare right now because I keep talking.
.com. Okay, bye.
Remember back when BuzzFeed quizzes were really, really a thing? Even though they're atrocious, they make no sense.
Ugh.
They're so bad.
I'm gonna do anime.
Oh God.
Never mind, I'm not doing anime. I got bored immediately.
Wow. Let me guess, because it's all very, very generic mainstream stuff.
Yeah.
Wow.
No.
Your middle name's Peter, isn't it?
Yes.
Yes, I remember.
Your middle name is James?
Nope.
Benjamin.
Nope.
Spencer Joseph?
Nope.
What is it?
Andrew.
Oh my gosh, I forgot it's Andrew!
Didn't we talk about this a month ago?
Oh my gosh, you're a freaking Andrew.
Yeah.
Hey, Andrew.
Thanks.
Follow me and ponder the question. What if?
Wait, what if I do this?
That was surprisingly accurate. I'm scared.
I've watched SpongeBob a lot in my lifetime.
No. Really?
Yeah, dude. That's why I love SpongeBob so much. I love SpongeBob so much because it has every way to make a meme format.
True.
Every single, no matter what, you can use it. There's no end to it.
You're not wrong.
It's so universal.
You're so universal.
Your asshole's so universally brown.
What the fuck? We're a little demented today.
Yeah, buddy.
Need some help.
Yeah.
That's what happens when Jacob leaves.